Hey F1 Clashers, and welcome to our Series 10, 11 and 12 guide for the new rotations between the 8th of October all the way to the 22nd of October. Now, let's get straight away started with Series 10. I just want to give you one pointer out whilst we're doing this. If you're racing in Series 10 and you've got assets from Series 11 and 12 that can improve your car setup, then go ahead and do so. What I'm going to show you are going to be relevant to its series and below. Starting off with Series 10, we've got Imola with race start and power unit, Hungary with race start and cornering, Singapore with race start and power unit, and finally Mexico City with race start and power unit. There is no speed requirements in Series 10 for your car setup. So let's go ahead and check what we've selected for Series 10. As our main drivers, we've got Colapinto and Esteban Ocon. Both are Series 10 and running really well with that race start. Ocon does have that extra qualifying and tire management, which will make him a very good driver. For your car setup in Series 10, I've gone with Rumble for your brakes. For your gearbox, the Dynamo. Aeroblade as your rear wing. Front wing, Color. Gyro as your suspension. And finally, Mach 3 as your engine. And that is our car setup and driver selection for Series 10, completely ignoring speed. Remember that. Series 11, we have Melbourne with race start and speed, Imola with race start and power unit, Hungary with race start and cornering, and Singapore with race start and power unit. Now, whenever the track stats goes towards a driver and the track stats of the track is balanced out, I always like to use personally a balanced car setup, and this is what we've selected for Series 11. We've gone with Rumble as our brakes, the Dynamo as our gearbox, the Valkyrie as our rear wing, Flex as our front wing, Quantum as our suspension, and finally Mach 3 as our engine. This is a fully balanced car setup for Series 11, which I personally like most, instead of leaning towards another track start or another start like speed or cornering or power unit. For the drivers in Series 11, Charles Leclerc will be your primary number one driver, offering very good race starts and a very good qualifying. For your driver number two, you've got three choices. You can opt for Esteban Ocon because obviously he's good at race starts, has a decent qualifying for Series 11, not that great. You also have Carlos Sainz for Series 11. He drops back a little bit over Esteban Ocon on my current level, but if I level him once more, I believe I would be using Carlos Sainz instead of Esteban Ocon. And finally, you can use also Colapinto for that race starts. He lacks on qualifying and a lot on tire management, so I don't know how good he would be for your Series 11. Finally, my Series 12 driver lineup and car setup, which I haven't lost a single race yet, but I'm going to have to give it out because the matchmaking has gone towards my favor. Baku with overtaking and speed, Brazil with overtaking and cornering, Las Vegas with overtaking and speed, and Abu Dhabi with overtaking and power unit. So the main track start here is overtaking, so we're going to select our best overtaking drivers and select a balanced car setup. It does have two tracks with speed, so we're going to give you a second car setup you can also use. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, my two main drivers, and I will not change it for any other. You can, if you want, if you do not have George Russell or Lewis Hamilton leveled up so high, is Oscar Piastri. He is also a good overtaking driver, but he does lack a lot of qualifying, so you might struggle at the back of the grid to get all the way up to the front. For the car setup, we got a full epic from Series 11 and Series 12 with Boombox as our brakes, Gearbox is the Beast, Valkyrie as our rear wing, front wing Flex XL, our suspension Nexus, and finally our engine Turbojet. If you want to lean a little bit more towards speed, you can opt in to put Flow 1K as your brakes, and that will boost up your speed. Your power unit stays the same, but you will lack in Brazil in that cornering. I hope you found this helpful. If you have, always smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe.